clearing
Shh,
these.
no, Chris. We are now live.
Hello everybody. Colette's unavailable tonight. You got Chris.
Funny,
You're doing a Christmas stocking with Chris.
They don't actually know what we're doing yet.
Well,
now you've just let a cat out of a bag. Mind you, I did name it Christmas stockings. But bring up some glue in my glue gun. Oh, I have glue.
How do you get to your page? Oh, like that. Right, okay. I'm there. Oh, hang on.
And I'm there. Hi everybody who's watching. I'm just going to get the chat up now so I can see you all. If you're there, drop a little comment in the comment section and I can read them out as I'm going along. Give it a few minutes for everybody to just join us.
Oh, it's not like Facebook. You can't.
Hi Sharon. Oh, bless.
You can't.
Yeah, I know.
Hello.
So, how is everybody today? I can see two people. Everybody's clicking in. I know I was a few minutes late, I think. I think I was 2-3 minutes late. I'm gonna put my... Oh, gosh.
There might be a little bit of interference.
Shh, no. How do you put this on silent?
Alright, I'll do it now. There might be a little bit of
Hi,
interference
Lynn.
because we've got a little storm.
Oh, yes. We've got a storm coming. And it's really, really, really windy outside. Incredibly windy. I'm not going out in no car tonight. We did our shopping, so made sure we got sort of milk and bread, and everybody was like a mad rush to the shops this morning for milk and bread. But yeah, there's a big massive storm outside coming heading our way. Hi Lynn, hi Angie. Oh, bless. Well, it's that time of year where it's Christmas now. I absolutely love Christmas. Love it. And I am going to be tonight making a Christmas stocking. I would have sewed this on the machine. Hi Sonja, hi Ava. We are the storm too. If there's interference with the live tonight, that's why, because of the storm. So I do apologise, but I will try my best to keep it with no interference. Hi Polly. It's just about to start. So what I've done is I've put my glue gun on set before we are ready. Let me just put this up there because I know this is going to get in the way otherwise. Right, okay. So it's that time of year again, and it's Christmas, of course. I absolutely love Christmas. I love everything about it. I love Christmas dinner. I love... See how I said dinner before presents first. I love the presents. For me, it's not just about presents though. I love the fact that us as a family come all together for that one day, and we do it every Sunday, but that's not what I mean. We're all in the same room watching the same program, and we've all got the Queen's speech on. So I absolutely love Christmas. Absolutely love Christmas. And it's that time again. If you're making anything for Christmas, you've got to make it early. Otherwise, if you make it in December time, where all the crafty Christmassy stuff are in the shops in December, it's more likely going to be late for Christmas, depending on when you're making, that is, of course. Hi Deanna. Hi Polly. I made the back, got a new computer. Does the storm hit you too? I thought it was above Ireland. It's coming across our way. We are 10 minutes away from the sea, so I know that the sea was splashing across the wall quite badly today.
We're getting the brunt of what Ireland.
We're getting the brunt of what Ireland is. Chris is shouting from the other room. So, Christmas stocking is what I'm making now. I was looking around and I thought, oh, shall I go vintage? Shall I do shabby chic? Or shall I go traditional? Now, traditional for me, like I say, is... I just love Christmas. Traditional colours for me are red, green and gold. So, you can... I've been sort of 3 different shops looking for Christmas stuff. I went into the range, where I picked up a pack of assorted ribbon. There's 50 meters of 25 designs of ribbon in there. Oh gosh, are you prepared for the storm? Not really. We got our food in. The car's outside, but we're not travelling in no car today unless it's an emergency. We've got to go to the hospital. Touch wood, we haven't. But yeah, we won't be going anywhere, will we, Chris?
No.
Hope everybody stays safe in this terrible weather. I hope they do as well, Polly. I completely agree. Oh, hope it isn't bad for you. Well, we shall see. But I know it was quite bad when it was about 3-4 o'clock and you could feel the wind coming in. So, if the line goes dead, you know the reason why, because of the storm. Now, like I say, I went to the range. I picked up a pack of sorted ribbon. I've also been to the works today. Where's my little goodie stash gone that I had on my table? Oh, I picked up these ribbons. They were only £1 and they are fab. Fantastic for something that I want to make for Christmas. And they've got the wire. Now there's a tiny little wire. If you push this, you'll see the wire. So I'm just going to pull it with my fingers. Sorry that you're having all the storm. Stay safe. Some ribbons. Oh, bless. We will do, Angie. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Hope everybody else stays safe in us in the UK and Ireland too tonight. Pretty ribbons. Yes, they're gorgeous ribbons. Anyway, I can't get it out with my fingers. So. There's a tiny little... You have to push the ribbon back, but once you get it, it's a tiny little ribbon. Now, I don't know how I'm going to show you. There. Everybody see that? That little pointy thing? Well, that's a wire. And that wire travels up the top and down the bottom. And basically, if you push the ribbon back, now it is a bit difficult to do on this because this bit is bendy. So when you push it back, you're going to bend the wire, of course. But if you stick with it and just push it back a little bit at a time, you can dig out the wire. And that's what the wire looks like. And it's only a thin bit of wire that you can take out, and then you've got a ribbon then like an ordinary ribbon. So I picked up some of that from the works today. Cold here. Oh, bless. Thank you, Deanna. There's green ribbon, sparkly ribbon. Now I think I had this from... Where did I have this from? The wool range. I think I had this from the range. No, Wilkinson's. I had this from Wilkinson's. And I picked up some tiny little baubles, glittery baubles. And yeah, gold and green. So anyway, I've got my little stash of ribbons, as you can probably see. I'm going to use some wedding appliques and some bits and pieces. Now, what I've done is I'm using this red fabric, and as you can probably see, there's a real nice pattern in it. Now, the pattern is all flat. It's not satin. Yeah, satin. Is it satin ribbon? Satin fabric? I can't think now. My mind's gone blank. Well, anyway, it's not raised. That's what I'm trying to say to you. Not too cold. Right. So what I've done is I've folded my fabric in half, and I've cut the stocking shape out. Right, now how big is my stocking shape? So from sort of, if I pull this down a sec, from the top to sort of the bottom, from the bottom here, so where the shape of the stocking takes place, so from the bottom here to the top measures 8 inches. It is 4 inches wide here, and then at the top is 6 inches, and then the bottom then, as I suggest to you, when you cut a stocking, cut straight down the fabric, like a straight line, because if you notice, if I use my grid as a helping line, if you cut straight down the fabric and just stop before you hit the end of the fabric. Now you want to stop about, let me see, 4 inches from the bottom to the, this will be your sort of your toe line. So from the bottom of the fabric, count 4 inches up and stop, and then cut all the way up in the straight line. From where you've stopped then to there, that's your bottom of your fabric. Just cut a nice toe shape. Now for me, a toe shape is like the letter C. Too far in and you might not create your stocking, so leave enough room if you think about it like a sock shape. Oh, love that fabric, pretty colour too. Thank you, Diana. Diana. Right, okay. Sonja, we need some Spanish sunshine here. Or have you got Spanish sunshine, Sonja? Right, so 4 inches from there to there. Now from here to here, you go across 7 inches. So from the bottom of the toe, you go across 7 inches. That's your end of your fabric. Then, hiya Gail. I haven't seen you before. Welcome to my channel. From here to here, you count 7 inches. And then this is the start of your heel. So from 7 inches to the heel point, count 3 inches. So I'll do that again with you. Straight down your fabric, leave 4 inches from the end of your fabric to the top. Now the top would last about a year, so 4 inches between there and there. You cut your nice C shape, then go across 7 inches, then come up at 3, and then from there you can just cut all the way like a bendy banana. That's the way to describe it to you. You can cut straight across. Now if you notice, I have given mine a little bit of shape in the middle for you to sort of see where the heel joins, but you can cut straight across. And then you basically, what I've done is I've gone in a little bit and then I've gone straight up. And my red fabric I haven't cut in the middle as of yet. So I've done the same on the red. So I've got 2 pieces of my red, and then I want a bit of fabric for the lining. Now I was thinking, oh, shall I do lining? Shall I, shan't I, shall I? And I was debating on whether to do a vintage Christmas stocking or a nice traditional one. Now, like I say, traditional for me is like red, gold, green. I mean, what colours would you say your traditional colours are for Christmas? Are they the same as mine? Oh, can't wait to see this. Oh, I'm so glad you're excited, Gail. Is everybody else the same as me? Do you all think of traditional colours as red, gold and green? Or I know for some people they're a lot different. Some people class blue as a traditional colour. Some people class silver instead of gold. Hi Dawn. So traditional colours can range. But I've got this nice fabric that it's been in my box for ages, and like I say, depending on what to do. Yes, the same, but I have blue and silver tree, see? So it's a bit different from everybody. So if you think red, gold, green and white, oh well, okay. You explain things so well, Claire. That's what I love. Oh, thank you, Polly. Yes, I love blue and silver tree. Yeah, see? So it's different from everybody, but for me, my colours were red, gold and green. Now I am going to mix it up and put pearls on, and I might use a little bit of white in this as well. I might, but we will see. So I've got the lining. I've cut 2 sheets of my lining, of course, because my stocking will need a lining for this side and that side. I'm now gonna, my red fabric isn't cut in half, it's sort of in one long piece. So I'm just going to cut it in half at the top. Can always tidy it up in a second. And I'm going to take one of my brown and one of my red. Now my fabric has got, I want the pattern side of my red to be face down, so that when I'm finished with it, on the outside you'll see the red, but the inside I want you to see this brown pattern. And so the easy way to remember this is you have your pattern that you want on the outside facing down, and your pattern facing on the inside facing up. That's the easy way to remember it. You can sew this together. It doesn't have to be glue, but I am going to glue it because I was meaning to sew it, but never mind. We'll glue it. We'll cheat. So that's what I'm going to do. So when you open the stocking, you'll see this nice brown fabric. And I am going to put a little bit of stuffing in the stocking. There. I'm just going to start this off. I'm going to go all the way around. Right. Any colour that I'm in the mood for is my colour, as Andrew Brown says. Oh, bless. I must admit, when we do our tree at Christmas, it is multicolored tree, though I do have like a little tree that I've started to do in these past couple of years that I buy sort of nice. You've all on the tree now, whether it's me or I don't know, but on the tree you've always got your really nice ornaments, and your ornaments you've had for years and years and years. And just these past few years I've gathered all my nice ones, which aren't, you know, I buy 1 or 2 new ones a year, nice ones, because they are expensive Christmas ornaments for when you go into a shop and you sort of pick them up and you think, oh my days, am I paying all that really? So I started doing a little tree with really nice ornaments on, and I love having that out because it's got really nice, it's not that big, but it's big enough that I can see my ornaments on. Okay, so I've got to the top, and I'm just gonna glue this little bit, and then I'm gonna do the other section, and I'm gonna do the other bit. So push that to the side a second. So the way to remember this: fabric facing down that you want on the outside, the fabric you want, the pattern you want on the outside when you look at it, face it down. The fabric that you want on the inside when you look on the inside, facing up. Or you could do the other way around. But yeah, I've my normal tree is multicolored, but my best little tree, as I call it, she's got white on and red and gold and green. So I'm just going around the edges. I'm not going to glue the top yet. I'm going to leave the top for a little bit of an opening. Now this is a stocking, so I need to do a little handle. Oh, sorry guys. When I come home I get a big surprise. My daughter and son-in-law did my bedroom up in order to watch it with my in my craft room. Painted the windows, surrounding wallpaper, ceiling, and oh wow, bet you were spoilt, Sandra. That's amazing, because I know you've been away, haven't you? Just fairly recently. Didn't you go to Spain? I'm sure you said you went to Spain. You need to make it bigger so you can get more in it. But my craft room is a mess because they couldn't finish into, oh bless. Well, it'll probably give you a little bit of motivation to finish it off, to tidy it up, I expect, because they've done it up nice. Okay, so I've glued that now, glued my two sides. We're looking at the inside of my stocking. So I have got a pair of socks at the minute. Now, I've got some stuffing. I am going to use some stuffing. I'm just going to use no particular stuffing. This is just toy stuffing. I want my stocking to have a bit of bounce. You could use wadding, batting. Is that what you guys call it? You know, the flat wadding you can buy. Right, so there. And then you just fill it up. I told her I didn't have enough light in my craft room and she remembered that. Oh bless. So have you guys been making anything for Christmas? Any Christmas cards? Any Christmas crackers? And I did go into, we went to B&Q today. Chris wanted something in there. And B&Q is like a hardware shop. It's got all sort of wood and that kind of thing. I didn't go down the aisles, of course, but Chris did. And in there was all musical Christmas stuff. I was starting them all off. So yes, it was my fault. All the stuff there. It was my fault. I did set it off. There. Nice and cushioned. And if you find that it's coming undone just slightly, just glue them back up. Like I say, I would have stitched this, but I don't think I would have had enough time to do it if I had stitched it. I hope I can do the swap in time. Oh, the swap's plenty of time. I think we got another 4 weeks. I think we've got another 4 weeks to go on the swaps. Don't panic about that, Sonja. And besides, if you're late, you're late. Don't go worrying about that. I say 6 weeks, but sometimes I always give it like a week after we've done the swap. For those of you new to my channel, I run a group, a swap group. It's much more than that, but yeah, it's what I run on Facebook. Okay, that's quite nicely padded for me. Just gonna stick a bit more on the top, and then I can, I want there. Right. So squish it down, and then I'm gonna put the glue on the red fabric. And then press it down. These are really fun to make. You can do, I know I made one when me and Chris first met, and he never had a stocking before, so I made him one. And I did all buttons, and he's even got his name on there. I'll have to show you one day. My craft things kind of end up all over the house all same year. Right, so that's one. Now that's nicely padded. I know that I've got a little bit of brown showing. Excuse me. Excuse me. I know I've got a little bit of brown showing, but it doesn't matter because what I'll do in a second is just cut that down. Am I in the UK? Yes, I am, Gail. I am in the UK. I am in Wales. South Wales to be exact. Are you trying to figure out where my accent is? Is that what it is? I need to empty to put the laminated floor on before they put bed in here. Okay. And you can make this as big as you want, as long as you've got a nice shape to it. I need to wow, so cool. Yes, I love your voice. I thought you were trying to work out where my voice came from. Yes, it's Wales. I'm a Welsh lady. I can actually speak some Welsh as well. I did go to a Welsh school when I was younger, and oh, they were so strict, so strict. We weren't allowed to speak English at all, not even in our break. And if we were caught speaking English in our break, they would put us in the classroom by ourselves. So I was stuffed, because yeah, okay, and they taught in Welsh, and yeah, I was stuffed, I must admit. So I'm going to put a little bit more in. There's an opening just there. And I'm going to close him up there. Really, why was that? Why was that? Well, it was a Welsh school, and they believed that you going to a Welsh school, you had to speak Welsh all the time. There wasn't any leniency, no matter what sort of, what background you came from. If you went to a Welsh school, you went to a Welsh school and you spoke Welsh all the time. But yeah, I didn't stay there for, well, I did. I think 10 years of my life I stayed there. And then I moved to an English junior school then. So yeah, I'm not fluent in Welsh. I can understand it when it's been spoken, and I can speak some of it. Let me give you some. Let me try and think of something. Bissing board, which means how are you? Carried means sweetheart. So now that is proper stuffed. Move my stuffing out of my way. Okay, so I've now got that and that. Let's put a little bit of glue here. There, and it's just coming down here. Like I say, it should have been really sewed. Needless to say, you could go back over it with a needle. There's nothing stopping, there's nothing stopping you not to. Because, right, now there's some of the brown, see the brown material is showing? I'm just going to trim that off, so when it sticks, I will be putting trims on it and stuff, so you won't see much of it. Right, so that's that, and then the top. Oh my days! I can hear the news report. Chris has got the news on in the front room. And they were just saying traffic's come off the road because of the wind, the high level of winds. Wow. Okay, this side. So, what has everybody else been up to today? I went shopping, as you all know. I learned some Welsh, Claire. No star. Yeah, no star is good night. I need some food. So it's good night. We should say it when the live ends. Oh, definitely. I think I teach you all good night. I always say good night when I'm doing a video at night. If you notice, I always say no star, which means good night. And so what time is it with everybody else? I didn't know whether this was too late to do at 7 o'clock. Yeah, she does. She does indeed. Right. There's all my brown bits gone. So, now I want to stick both of them together. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave a sort of like a hemming line all the way around. 8:30, 2:32 p.m. Oh wow, 2:32. So you're in the afternoon. Oh wow. I'm going to leave a little bit of hem all the way around. And the hem I'm going to leave, it won't be much. It'll be about 1 centimetre. Now this is to secure this onto that. So my stocking is going to be quite padded. But I did that for a reason. It's a stocking at the end of the day. It should look. Right, I'm going to put some more glue in because I will need more glue. And I'm just going to go around the toe line at the minute. My glue gun decides to work. Just to start me off. Right. Press down where I've done those glue because the padding will raise it. See? And my little trick now. Where did I put one? Just for the toe line, I'm going to put a little bit of a peg there. Just so that I can do that the rest of the stock. And the straight bit's not so bad. It's the toe line more than anything. And I'll have to hold it in place just for give it a couple of seconds. We rushed back from shopping because I didn't want to miss you, Claire, and you ladies. Oh bless. Love that peg. This little peg. I'll have to come back and do one of them. I think I made 2. One I gave my mum for Christmas. Was it last year before? I'll have to come back and show you guys how it's not till you make something and somebody goes, oh, I wish I could do that, or I've never seen anything like that, and you think, oh yeah, I haven't either. But I'll have to come back and show you how I did it. Okay, I am gonna put some I've got some seam binding ribbon that I want to put on this edge of this stocking. So I'm going to move my peg to there. Right, and then I'm going to move like I say, it is a bit tricky to get it going. Once you've got that shape, and I'm not worrying about the glue at the minute because what will happen is I can cut all this down. So I'm not worrying about the glue. A second. There, and come on, a bit more. Like I say, it is tricky to get it going. I can use cloth pins to hold things to, like the bowl I made you. Yeah, definitely. If you've got any pins and you want to use them. Now I'm going to take a little bit of stuffing out, not too much, because otherwise I won't find the shape again. And then I'm going to That's Chris banging. If you can hear his banging in the other room. I do apologise. I'm going to stick a little bit of stuffing out here. Not too much again. There we are. Perhaps I was too generous with the stuffing. Right. So there's my sort of, and like I say, I'm not bothered by the glue, because what will happen is I've got some nice seam binding ribbon. It's not called seam binding, is it? It's called something else. Can't think what it's called now. That I can use instead of to go around those edges. Just peg this side. I'm going to go back and take some, no, I don't need to take stuffing out of that side, Colette. And squash it down. Yes, Angela, it was such a lovely pink too. It was a beautiful bowl. Absolutely gorgeous bowl. And Angie Paisley had one too, didn't she? Now the straight side should be a lot easier to stick down. It's just those glue stick. Now you could glue all your ends together and then stuff it. Now I decided to stuff mine first before gluing them, if it makes it easier. And I'm going to put some here. Yeah. And then a little bit here is coming down. Okay, so that is the shape of my like I say, leave about, you want to leave a good centimetre. Now that is my stocking. Like I say, I'm not bothered by the glue around the edges, but that's the stocking. You've got the thing in there. Now that's quite stuffed. If you didn't want to wear your finger protector. Oh yeah, look at me forgetting. I keep saying ouch, ouch, ouch. That's quite stuffed. Now if you didn't want it that stuffed, obviously don't put too much stuffing in. But now I'm gonna hold those edges together, and by doing that, it'll stay together quite a long time. Now I'm looking at my ribbons in front of me, and I'm looking for, I think we'll go for a wide ribbon, which will be, I'm not going to use this yet. I want to make a flower out of this. Bought some of this ribbon from Country Baskets, so that's what I'm going to use. I do keep saying ouch. I wondered why I would kept saying ouch. Donut. Right, anyway. Start the end here. I'm just going to go around those edges in this beautiful lace. Move that on my way. Up there. Chris is building my miniature house. I got this house that's been in the hall. Well, we're doing the hall up, and I got this little house that I've been trying to turn into a vet's for the past year. I bought everything for it, and we were doing the hall up, and I said to Chris, I'd really like it if I could do that up. So he sat in the living room tonight making it up for me. So I'll have to take pictures of that one to show you because it's really, really big. Been making it into like a veterinary practice, and I've got tiny little x-rays to go in there, and MRI scans and a lot. See how that's edged it for me? So you don't really see where, like I say, I've stuffed mine. And I'm going to go right round. There, look. Oh, I'm getting tangled up now. Right. That way. Take that lace is perfect for it. Hi, Angie Paisley. Love to see you working on the house clap. Oh, I'll have to show you definitely, because I've got like tiny little miniatures, tiny little x-rays. I'll have to do that in picture form, I think, or I could do video form, I suppose. I'm making a stocking in case you were wondering what I'm making. Hi, Debbie. And all I'm doing is I'm going around the edges to hold my two pieces of fabric together, so it looks something like that. See? And then that's why I wasn't bothered by the straightness of it, or whether you could see any glue or anything like that, because by the time you're finished putting now you could use any edge. I think they call it seam binding ribbon, because when you're on a sewing machine you basically sew that way and then sew that way and then it comes through the other side. And then I got a little bit to go up here. So I'm just going to press this down a little bit. That's my dog, in case you're wondering. Oh, can you hear him? He is obviously snoring as loud as possible, but he's in the hall. And I'm just going to seam bind this. Oh, I need to... Love it, Claire. Can't wait to see what you do next. I know, it is repetitive. Thank you, Deanna. When somebody's doing something over and over again, you think, oh, I can't wait to see what they're doing next. Okay, I'm going to cut that off. I'm going to get that bit. Now, I am going to seam bind that edge as well. But because I want my stocking to be open, I just want to do those edges. So, I'm going to start here on the edge like so. I'm just going to turn it that way, so inside out, and then I'm going to like that. That's what I want. So it neatens the top up. You won't be able to see the top in a second now because of all the nice trims I've got next to me to put on. Now, like I say, I was thinking about going traditional, and I thought, should I do vintage? So I just got to do that side, but you can sort of see where I'm going with it. You won't see all this at all in a sec, but the binding of that will keep the two bits together. So I am going to see if I've got enough. Yeah, I have got enough just to do that side. And I'm going to make, on a stocking, now not everybody has it, but I'm going to make this stocking hang. And to use the hanging bit of the stocking, I'm going to use some of this ribbon so it follows it through. It follows it through. There. And cut it just there like so. Tuck that in. Right, now I am going to have my ribbon, that's what it's looking like at the minute. Nice and padded. I know you guys can't see it, but that's what it's looking like at the minute. I'm going to try and show you it that way if I can. Now I'm going to use this ribbon to use as my to hang it. Now I don't want it too big. That's probably in a real nice length to have it. Cut that across there, and then I'm going to tuck it just on the inside, just there. And that's why I never glued this side up. Glue stick. Tonight I didn't come through. Love it, Colette. Can't wait to see what you do next. Oh, it didn't come. I didn't make an event. Perhaps that's why I never came through. Is that what you? Oh, I don't know. I didn't make an event, but it should have come through. I don't know why it didn't. Now I'm going to put my little peg, where's she gone? Just secure with that while I work on the rest of it. So we've got that far so far. I'm going to tidy these edges up. There, look. Okay. Now, I have next to me, glad Angie Paisley's joined us, because when I went down to Angie Paisley, she gave me some fabric, some trims, and I haven't done a video on it. I should have done a video, but I haven't, because I thought I was going to use some tonight, and I am going to. So, she gave me some of this fabric. Now, it is absolutely gorgeous. I love it because you can use different sections of it. Is what? Oh, sorry, Sunja. I'm sorry. So you can use different sections of it. So what I've thought was, because I want this stocking to have a bit of dandle to it. So if I turn it that way, like I say, it's going to be a bit tricky for me to show you tonight because it's a stocking shape. But you can see where I'm going if I stick it there. And that's what I'm going to do. But because I want a bit of dangle trim on the edge, I'm going to not cut it to exactly the same length as the stocking. I'll show you why in a sec. Move that up my way a second. Now I've got a little bit of a dangle going on, and I am going to stick that just like so. I think that's where my head's going. Actually, that might be a little bit too short. Let me see if I got. That might be a bit too short because I want the edge to be. Yeah, there we are. It's a little bit too short. So if I go in. And then chop that there, and then so I've moved my stocking out my way. I need exactly the same place for the back. Now I won't be putting too much decoration on the back because of course it's going to be hung, and you know you're not really going to see it. So I want the exact sort of piece on the back. So if I cut it, go. Am I going in there and then up? Okay, so should now have a piece, and I'm going to cut it just inside there a second as well. There we are. Okay, grab my stocking back. Now I am going to, I don't know whether to add colour, so I'm debating. I'm going to add some colour. Why not? Why not? That looks wonderful, the red stocking. Oh, thank you. That lace, no clay is what I said. Love it on that stocking. Right, I'm going to get some dye. So, here's my tray. Chris has been in, yeah. I'm going to use burgundy, brown, and I might use some distress spray. Chris, can I have my tray, please? Oh, sorry guys, I did shake it then. Love the fabric. You did it good, Angie, by now giving. You did good, Angie, by giving that to her, bless. Okay. Right, now I've got my tray. I don't want to spray, because if I go completely brown with this, what will happen is, you got to imagine this is all brown. It's going to become too dark. So I need to break my colours up a little bit. And by doing that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to spray just the edge. And if it starts to go up the lace, I'm not bothered by that. But as long as I spray the edge and nothing else. Other piece. That's the same piece. Okay. I'm using, these are brilliant sprays. I've had them off eBay. They're absolutely gorgeous to use. They're watercolour based spray. So it says watercolour spray mist paint. Start again. Watercolour spray paint with shimmering and glimmer mist effect. It does give you that shine. And it's got mica in. See at the bottom of the bottle's got mica in. So give it a good shake. Now I keep meaning, Angie gave me these. These bottles. What I'm going to do, Ange, I hope you don't mind, so I'm going to take, it's for me to make my own glimmer mist sap. I'm going to take the bead out of the bottle and I'm going to put it in that bottle there. And then when I make my own mist sap, I'll obviously put a bead back in there. And it just helps, Angie was saying, it just helps the mica be shook with the actual colour. So in goes the bead. I'm going to give it a good shake. And all the mica, what happens is the glass bead, now if I'm right, if I'm mistaken, correct me, the glass bead helps with mica in the dye. Might be wrong. Wow, I'm back. We must have been having issues with the weather here as well. Oh, bless. Right, so my glass bead is in there now. Hi, Lynn. Welcome back. Like I say, I'm just going to spray just the edge of this. Okay. Move that out of my way a second. I'm going to dry this off, so if it's noisy, you'll know the reason why. Can you tell me how to make the sprays again? I think Angie did a video, didn't she? I need to watch the video, Angie Brown, on how to do the sprays. Because I definitely want to make them and create them So I'll definitely need to be watching the sprays as well. Now, because these are water mists, they dry a lot quicker than shimmer mists because they're water based. They will have that, when they dry, they almost got like a light brown, and that one's still wet. This one is nearly drying off now. Can you see the difference where how that's light and that one's still dark? And that's how I sort of tell when they're dry. Now I haven't got any red, I haven't got any gold. All I do have are different browns. I'm just thinking different colours. Could use gold. No, I've got gold trim, red, pink. I've got pink and white. Pink and no. Can't remember what makes red. Is it pink and I can't remember what makes red. It's a metal bead and it helps me up to my hair and gets to the bottom of the pot. Thought it was. Right, let me see if that's dry. That one's still wet, but these are almost dry. That one's still wet. I did a little bit too much spray on that one, perhaps. If you did, I can't find it. Well, I tell you what I'll do is, because I'm mixing the colours, I will put Angie's video to mixing cosmetic shimmers, so if anybody wants to watch it again, they'll be easy to find if they can't find it. And once I finish this video, because obviously I can't do it while I'm on film, I don't know whether you guys can still hear me. What I'll do is I'll put that video that Angie did with the cosmetic shimmers and how she mixed her colours, I'll put it at the bottom of this video, because of course I'm using colours, and that's what I'll do. There. And that, see how that's giving it a real nice effect. I really like that. Let me dry this side. It's okay, Angie, because I've got to watch it again anyway. I want to make my own. Because Angie Paisley's actually, and many other crafters actually. I did watch Angie Paisley, so I don't know about any other crafter, but I know that on YouTube there are many videos on watching how to mix your colours. Come on, dry. Nearly. Right, okay, let's see where we're at. I need a cloth because I don't want the colour to go on my fabric. Okay, so that's the top. I'm gonna just stick that just there. See how the brown, see how, because I've left it white, it breaks the colour up a bit. So just got my stick glue gun. Now I can unpeg that because I don't need the peg no more. I'm going to turn it at the side because A, it'll help you see what I'm doing, and B, it'll help me see as well. So what I'm going to do to start off, put a little bit of glue on the top. Right, decide where you want it to fall. Now because I want to see these patterns on there, I'm going to put it just there. And I'm using my finger protector for this because I know I'll burn myself otherwise. Okay, so it's like so. See? I use so many things to make sprays. One thing I use that requires to mixing is ready-made drinks you can buy. Oh wow, the ones that come in many different colours, they work great. I didn't know you could use drinks, Dawn. Like I say, I've got to try mixing my own colours, but I didn't know you could use drinks. I've heard, I know Angie Paisley uses alcohol. Some people use water. But yeah, whatever. I didn't know you could use drinks. Is it any particular brand? And I'm guessing because they've already got the colour there, you're only just mixing the mica. Okay, now I want this piece to fall, why I cut it straight, well, sort of straight. I want it to fall on the first piece I've just glued down, so it overlaps each side. So about there. Move these spray bottles out the way. Move this down so you guys can see. And I'm just going to put some glue going all the way across. And then just stick it down. Right, now what I'm going to do, now that's stuck, I'm going to find the edge of this white lace underneath, push my stock into the side a minute, and all I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little bit of glue sort of on the middle, so between the two ends, and then just lightly press in the middle. I'm not going to glue this bit by here on the end because I want it to dangle. But you could make these as, can you imagine a vintage one? Vintage shabby chic pink one. I'm going to turn it around to face that way for a second. And again, scissors is, I'm just going to go in the centre. So there's my edge. Right, there's where that edge of the lace, that's where my edge is. But if I go in the centre, it meets the two edges together without me having to work so hard at meeting the two ends together. And then anything left sort of over, that's looking stunning. Wow, that is a brilliant tip, Dawn. Thank you for sharing. That's okay, sir. Does it make the material sticky, Dawn? Right, again in the middle. I'm gonna have to have a go at making my own shimmers. Turn this around, and again down the center, and this side I've got the loop that I made. I'm going to go slightly on that loop. You'll see why in a second. Right, so now I've got that. So I think I will fold that over. Instead of me cutting it, I don't know whether to fold it over to create my edge. So it creates that. I think I will. What do you guys think? Cool. And they all have so much artificial dye to achieve their colours after soak and rinse, not be sticky. Oh wow! I'm gonna have to have a go. Right, and this has got a bit of a, like I don't know. It's where they've put a, you know how I did the edge with all the lace all the way around. If I just fold, I'm going to make my bit of thingy bob on the top, so my stocking becomes quite tall without having me ever to cut my fabric tall. The lace will do most of the work. I'm not going to do that just yet though, because I want to put a little bit more dangle trim. Now I do have bear with me. I do have this gold lace, what I could do, because it's see-through, you're still going to see that bit. What I'm thinking is I just want to use a piece, not be too particular. And I'm just going to put it on the side so it comes sort of down on the side. So I'm going to cut that. So sort of, it'll sort of fall like so. But just that piece, see? Because this is see-through, I'm able to use it. Just cut around it. I'm not being particular either, because at the end of the day, when you've put all your trims on, you're only going to see the pattern, look. See? And then fold that over, you'll still see the pattern without me having to sort of think about, oh, what shall I stick, what shall I stick? Because if I know if I go, I could layer and layer and layer this, I could. But the minute I start doing that, I lose the pattern underneath. But this brings the gold into it. You know how I said right at the beginning, when I think of Christmas, I think of gold, red and green. This will bring the gold into my stocking. I didn't know you could use drinks to make it. I always thought it was either alcohol. Well, before Angie Paisley did her video, I thought it was just water. And I have tried before to make my own colour, but it didn't go as well as planned because I didn't use mica. Thought I could get away with using normal eyeshadow. Nah. We do energy drinks called Lucozade, but the colour is orange. Yeah, that's true. Or I've got a drink on my table called Ribena. Now this is purple. It's a purple drink. Let me put this aside a sec. I'll show you it's purple. See? No, you can't see. It is purple. And you could use Ribena, I suppose, to make your colours. Now you said Lucozade, you could use Ribena. Don't be afraid to try, and any of them that are colourful, test small pieces, can't hurt to try. That purple would be gorgeous. Sorry guys, I had to have a drink. I'm so thirsty. I was trying to hold off and having a drink. But yeah, you could use a purple. Lucozade. There's many of our drinks. The orange juice, perhaps? Or would orange juice be sticky? I don't know. I'm not sure. Now I'm going to fold this over. But I'm going to fold it to there. That'll give me a nice trim. So I'm going to put the glue on the edge rather than on the fabric. I'm literally just going to fold it there, like so. And then on this side, because we're on sort of the back piece, again I'm going to cut a section out, and I'm going to put, instead of, now I could do the opposite way. So there's my gold piece. So if I turn over, I could put my gold piece there, so it's the opposite. So when you look at it, it's the opposite way. But I'm going to put my gold piece just there. Hi Shirley. Oh my dear. I'm just going to cut this down a little tiny section. Because it has got some of like the leaves, because that is a continuous pattern. Now I actually bought this on a it was like a gold shawl rather than an actual piece of lace. Well, it is a piece of lace, but you know what I mean. I'm going to put that opposite way, so this side. I'm just going to put it there. Yeah. And put that like so. I forget my finger protectors on and I'm burning my hands for no reason at all. Right. And again, what I'm going to do is lift this over. Now I want it to go the same length. So, little tip, because I get confused easy. If I put a peg there, I'm going to place that peg there. I know that that's going to line up with that end. So let me show you that again. So this end, I obviously haven't turned. This is the back of my stocking. If I fold it over, because I want it to line up, of course, with that side. Because if it was down here, it would look a bit strange. To me, anyway, it would. So a little tip. When you fold your piece over and you think, oh, how am I going to line that up now? One little wrong piece and then it's not lined up at all. If you fold it over, place a peg there. So I'm going to place that peg there because she hasn't done me wrong so far. It's been good. And then I'm going to maneuver the peg to go with the lace. So now I can add my glue. Let me put a glue stick in there because it would help. I'm also going to make a Christmas flower out just using ribbons. So it'll be a Christmas flower just made out of ribbons. Now that should line up with that side. Now it lines up with that side. See how it lines up with that side? I'm going to move my hook to there because I want it sort of half on, half off. And then I'm going to glue all these edges down together. So let me glue. There. That's one side. See? Let me glue this side. I usually dye fabric laces first, then use them on projects, letting them dry first. I usually do that, Dawn. I usually do that. That's why, you know, when I did the basket, I don't know anybody watched me making the basket. I dyed my pieces first before doing it on film. And when I was thinking about doing a stocking today, I thought, oh, I won't dye any pieces. And then as the project's gone along, I'm thinking, no, I'll dye some pieces. So I'm going to edge these little edges together. They are little dangles, but I want to keep the edges keep going like so. So that's one side. Now that one, I think that one's too short, isn't it? One, should I do, how many sides is there? One, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Perhaps I did more on that side then, I don't know. Let's see. If I do, I'm gonna just edge. Will that look odd? That's annoying me now. I'm gonna have to uneven that, I think. There. I'm gonna have to sort of play about with it and do it. First time I'd seen a pink bird, only you, Colette, would have one. This is true. I actually made that, but I think, was it Sonja just commented on the bird when I first brought it out, and that's what I was pinning it all with. cutting all my edges down now. So that is what my stocking is looking like. I think it was Sandra that said it. Yes, see? So I'm going to have to show you guys how I made that pink bird. This is the bird. They're quite easy to do, and they're very satisfying to do as well. So yeah. Right, okay. Now, I'm going to put this to one side and I'm going to make my flower because I want a bit of a flower going on there. So I'm going to put that to one side. I need some felt, which I'm going to be using just a piece of this. Now I can cut it down after. It's not a big deal. Now, I've got some of these ribbons. They're all different sizes, all different widths. Some got patterns on, some haven't. I'll read you up a little bit. Right. To start me off with my little flower, I am going to make it out of ribbon, but what I need is, I just need something to start me off with. So let me just have a look, because I'm looking for the specific width. Pink. No, I don't want pink. Ribbon. Pink. Oh, you are. I'm going to use this lace. I will make it out of ribbon, but I just need to start it off. So this lace has got scalloped edging. Now I'm going to just cut this off. Don't need the scallop bit of this lace. Just want the actual width of it. So let me cut the scalloped bit off. Okay, now this is the width I was looking for, but I have got some, but save me messing about looking for some. Table's a right mess now. This is 2 inch, but you can use any size. You can use any size width ribbon you wanted to use. That's me crashing noises, so I do apologise if I've made anybody jump. I know I would jump if I was watching me. Right, okay. So, and again, right, I need, just to start this off, so I need to cut, so it's a 2 inch wide ribbon that I've done it with my scalloped edge, because I have got it in front of me, but I've got it in pink, I've got it in cream, I haven't got anything that's in white, but because I want to use gold and I want to use green and I want to use red as my basis because my stocking's red, if I was to use pink it would look odd. If I used cream it might look even odder, so I'm going to use white. Now this is 2 inch and I want to cut my pieces at 4 inches. So I'm going to roughly cut. Now you need about, to start off making the flower, you need roughly about 5 pieces. So I'm going to cut myself another 5 pieces. Put that in there. Right, I'm going to cut the scallop. Sorry guys, it's me shaking the camera. Cut the scallops off. Now I can use the scallops in another project, so I'm not wasting any material, but I just wanted the 2 inch white ribbon rather than cream and pink and every other colour I got under the sun, rather than white. There's my 2 inch. There's my 2 pieces, so I need sort of another 3 at most. I'll cut them. Actually, I'll fold it in half. It'll be a lot quicker if I fold it in half. Fold it in half again. Put my piece on top so I know that measures 4. And then cut into it. My scissors needs sharpening. Okay, so now I've got all my 4 pieces. Now, because I cut on the edge, I just need to go through the gap. Okay, so it's a 2 inch wide by 4 inches. Bought some spray bottles on Amazon, got 20 for £10. Did miss spray bottle, it helps Polly. Have I missed something? Harder to find seems to have decent bottles. Mine would not spray, just squirted out. Yeah, I remember you saying about that, Polly. You ladies in the UK don't have access to rubbing alcohol in your drugstore. Rubbing alcohol you can buy off Amazon, I think, but not in shops, no. Postage is getting crazy if I buy it from eBay. Yeah, Angie bought 20 bottles from Amazon for £10. And wasn't that in with postage as well, Ange? If you can buy it in the store, it's cheaper, mind you. Your life in the you live in the UK. Yeah. Oh, thanks, Angie. Right, okay. 2 inches wide by 4, right? Fold that piece. Now I'm gonna do a triangle, I think. So fold that, then fold so I make a triangle. A little bit of glue here and there. Okay. Now, like I say, this is just to start me off. So in and in. In and in. Turn. Well, you might need 6. 1, 2. So you make little triangles. I'm going to bring you a little bit closer now because I can see you miles away from the screen. There, you can see it a lot better now. So I'm going in and I'm going in. Was it £10? Free postage. There we are. So Angie bought 20 bottles, free postage for £20. No, 20 bottles, sorry, for £10, free postage. And it came, I'll show you how it comes now because she gave me, I think Angie gave me 4 bottles, 4 or 5 bottles to play about with. Okay, so I've used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bottles. Where's my bottles gone? Here they are. Okay, so Angie gave me this little basket. And in it was some of these bottles. Now it comes with a glass bead. And Angie bought 20 of these for £10 free postage. I'll probably end up buying some, you know, because I want to really desperately make my own trims. Now I'm going to use this red ribbon. Trust me, to go for the one that's tied up with everything else. This one's got a bit of a pattern on. There's the pattern. No, I put the bead in for you, honey. Oh, it doesn't come with a bead, but it's still good value for money because you get 20 bottles for £10. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to fold them a bit like that little loop I made. I'm going to stick one there. Wrong side. There. And let's do another one. I'm not being particular either on the size. Yeah. So there's 3 there. Now I'm going to mix this up because I want my ribbons to be, I want you to see the differentiation, the colours. So I've done 3. Now this ribbon measures, I'll tell you how wide it measures. It's ½ inch. Just over ½ inch ribbon I'm using now. So I'm going to leave that red aside because I will come back to it. And I'm going to use this green one, I think. Now this green one has got the exact same colours pattern on, except it's got a reindeer pattern on. See? So again, just fold it over. Would help if you put a little bit of glue on the back of it. And then I'm going to stick it there. I'm going to turn my flower around and I'm going to do the same. So loop it, put a little bit of glue here and a little bit of glue there, and so loop it there. And then I'm going to go back to my red. So you can see why I wanted the white to sort of start me off. You can use glass or heavy beads and bottles, even a pearl as long as it's heavy. Well, pack of 12 at Walmart for £12.30. You are smart, you make those lovely bowls, Angie. Okay, so, and you'll see how quick this flower sort of becomes, how full it becomes really, really quick. So again, a little bit of glue there and on the back without burning my hands. And again, you could even put one of those scrappy flowers I've made before in the past. I love making them. I don't know what to make. I sit in front of the TV and make scrappy flowers. That was thanks to Roxy Carr getting me hooked. Okay, so I've done 3 there in a green. I think it'll take another one though. Yeah, should take another one. Okay, so I got that. Now I need, you'll see how sort of quick this begins to build. Now using red and green, have I got any gold? No, I haven't got gold. See, in my pack here I've got green. There's my pack of ribbon. I've got green, white. I have got a white organza. Which I will use for the centre. So let me just pull that out. There's green, white, silver. Yeah. Now this is dark red. We might use some dark red in the centre. Pull that one out. Right. Now I'm going to use not that one. Where am I going? I'm going to use a bit of lace for the centre. Right. So let me see which lace I've got. I have to excuse my house phone because it's going off. Right. So. No, not that one. Not quite. Not quite, not quite, not quite. I'm going to use some of this fabric, I think. It's brown, would you say? It has got a touch of, what would you say that is? Brown and green? A bit of brown and green? I like the shabbiness of it, see? So I'm going to cut this into sections. Okay, so in a triangle again, so I get the shabbiness. And let me cut a section of it. Amazon Prime, one word. Love it. Thank you, Angie Brown. Do you have Michael's or a Dollar Tree, Deanna? I know they sell them there. What am I doing? Triangle. So this is getting to the center, so it won't take that much lace up. So another 2 maybe. Again, I want to use the shabbiness of that flower. So yeah, another 1, and then I can add some more ribbon. But you can sort of see where I'm going with it. It is a shabbiness effect flower, but the thing is, I'm still keeping to my colours. Not much of a colour scheme here. Oh, you never thought of that. Oh yes, we got them here. I mix the colours in the lotion bottles, then just swap the spray over when you want to use it. We're on about sprays, yeah. Triangle again, so oh, it's this way, sorry. I had to think then what way I was going, because I want my shabbiness to show. So I'm gonna go here. Oh, I'm gonna go there. Right, and then I'm gonna build the rest up with my ribbon then. So let's go a bit of red. And this is really thin ribbon. This is probably even thinner than the one I started with, I should imagine. So there. And I'm going to go straight across because there's no point cutting it. There is going to be something going in the centre. I've got some really something really nice to put in the centre. That's what I'm trying to say. So I'm going to go that way, and then stick that. I'm going to put a little bit of glue on the end, fold it over there like so, and then make another loop. So sort of make 2 loops. You know, if you wanted to do bows, it might be a bit too short. Yeah, it is a bit too short. I knew it was when I did it. Right. No, it's too short. Yeah, here we are. Right, I'm going to put a glue stick in there. And then I'm going to go there. And yeah. Oh my days, come on. There. I'll get 2 loops out of there. Okay, then I'm going to leave out on the side there. I'm going to go my dark one again. So a little bit for there. I buy some more. I'm going to have to do my own sprays, I think. I think I'd get a lot of pleasure out to doing my own sprays than I would buying them. Because then you can mix, I suppose you can mix your own, or it's endless then of what you do. So I'm going to cut that there. It's a little bit too big, but I'm not bothered by that a second because they're not going to stay loops in a sec. So another one of these. So can you sort of see how I've built it? Just by using ribbons. So you don't always have to use lace. You can use ribbons. I'm going to cut this. there. Now it's going to take, I think it's going to take another one. If you find you've got gaps, which I have, I'm not going to use my red now. I think I'm going to use, let me see. Right, I've got some of this ribbon that I want to dangle from, so I'm going to cut that because I want it to dangle. Now I can always cut it when it goes on the stocking, but because I want it dangling from the centre of my flower, stick it in the centre. This is like a rope green, and I've got some white as well that I can stick on. White and red, so green and red and white and red. So those are my greens. Now I'm gonna stick a little bit more ribbon on that, and then I think I'm done with my ribbon. So I'm just gonna cut a section, I think, of this. So let me see. God, the wind is really picking up now. Can you hear it from here? I'm going to go there, I think. Cut it there. Is everybody still watching me? Yeah, me too, Claire. Right, there's that. And that's going to be my centre, so I'm not going to stick any ribbon there. So once you've got to that stage, and that's quite, you can go on and on and on and on with your ribbon if you wanted to. I am, however, going to stick, you know the ribbon I started off with, this? I want to stick a few, just a few loops, nothing too big fancy, and I'm going to cut them down as I stick them. Might do 2 or maybe 3 of each, of the green and of the red. So there's 2 loops, and then three loops, so 3 green. Let's go. Oh, 3 green. Where's my green gone? I've got spider webs now, so I'm going to pull my ribbons in this bag that I got. I'll have to fold them up when I get time to do it. I got green. I knew it'd disappear. Oh no, it's there. Right, I do want white, but I don't want white yet. And there's my red, so let's put the green in there. Right, I'm going to put my scraps out the way, so I got more room to do more mess with. Right. Still watching? Yes, I'm still watching. Oh, bless. Okey-doke. As long as you guys are not getting bored, that's fine. Right, okay. There's my flower at the minute. I've done three green. I want to cut 3 of these. Should have enough to cut 3, I think. Just enough to cut 3. And it'll be easier then for me when I go and stick them down. And 1 more. My cat. Can you hear my cat? I can. She's telling me it's windy. She don't want to go outside and play. I don't blame her. Right, okay. So, there's my flower so far. That's what we've got so far. Now, because I want this ribbon that we started off with, I want that to be in the centre. So, I'm just going to stick them in between these ribbons, and I'm going to go red, green, and now it's totally up to you what you do. You could leave the loops, or you can cut them. I cut mine so they don't, all of them don't stay a loop, because when you cut them, leaving that little centre bit, now was it just enough? Well, that was enough. When you cut them, you get your fullness. Now you could, I'm going to cut a few, so I think I'm only going to cut a few, and I'm not going to be particular about it. Just going to cut a few of them. Come on, cut. And cut that one, and cut that one, that one. So you just cut a few of them. If you cut all of them, what you'll end up is you'll end up with strands of ribbon rather than a sort of a looped Christmas flower. That's what our theme was. So that's coming undone. There. Now, I left a bit of this sort of ribbon left over. Now I'm going to cut it into a flower. So, I'm just going to cut my base down because my base is too big. Don't need all this felt. And you'll see what it makes now. And that is my Christmas flower. See how easy that was to do? Right, now I have got something to go inside that. I have got, now I hate using glitter with a passion, but because we're doing a Christmas stocking, I can, you know, just this once. I'll have glittery fingers tonight, you watch. Right, I bought these from Wilkinson's. Now you can pick them up. You can pick them up almost anywhere. Now the pack that I picked up, these are 10 baubles, and I would say these are green. Now I don't know whether the other ones are gold or silver. What would you say that is? That's gold, isn't it? I don't know. Is that gold? And you do get some gold strands to put through it. So I'm going to untangle the knot. Oh, come on. I hate using glitter. As nice as it is, I hate it because it goes everywhere. Okay, so these are tiny baubles, and they only cost me £1. And as you would a bauble, I'm going to put that through there because I want it a bit of a dangle before I put the centrepiece in. Tie a knot. Thread it through. There's my dangle. And then I'm going to go, I think we're going to do but 3, do you think 3? It's gone straight through.
Oopsie.
She does a nice job of making lots of pretty things to pick up from. Oh, bless. Thank you. Love it. Love the flower, Claire. Thank you. I love it, Angie B. It was this flower was something that I sat there one day and I was playing about with my ribbons. And at the time, going back when I first started, I didn't have a lot of lace, and I was making a hat for in miniature land, and I wanted something that I could use my ribbons with. So I sat and I used my ribbons instead of using instead of using lace, because I didn't have lace at the time, so I used ribbons. But like I say, the flower becomes full really quick because you're folding the flowers. You're folding the ribbon, folding the flowers, folding the ribbon. Pull this. Right, so I've got 3. They're all different size, which is great. And I'm going to stick them just in the centre. Why is... 1, 2. Now this hasn't knotted. I don't know why. Perhaps it's because I was using 2 strands. I don't know. You just want me to pick up more glitter. And then 3. So I'll get 3 mini baubles. That's what it's looking like at the minute. Now I want a little centerpiece to go inside that center. So let me see what we got. There we are. I picked these up in Country Baskets. They were on like Country Baskets, and they were on a big rod thing, and I just cut them down. All I'm going to do now, cut this down before I stick it to. Now the inside has come out. I'm not bothered by that one bit because I can always stick it back in. I think I'm going to stick 3 on there. 1, 2, 3. Great idea with the baubles dangling. Thank you, Sonja. I'm going to stick 3. There's 1 there. And then I can always open them out afterwards. Do you think it would look too much if I was to put one of these baubles in the centre? Oh no, I think I should put a pearl in the centre. I think I should. Right, and that's my Christmas flower. I am going to put a pearl in the centre of these so you won't see it. But cut these down. Let me see. Cut them down. Well, I'll cut them down when they're on goes on the stocking. So that's what we'll be doing it for. So that's my stocking. Now I want my flower to go just there, like so. So I'm going to put a little bit. No, it'll take a lot of glue because this is quite a bulky flower. There. Move them out the way a sec. I'm just going to help it by sticking there. Move these. And then I'm just going to help this stick, otherwise what will end up happening is that because I've made a bulky flower, which is good because it's Christmas, it needs to sort of not be so flimsy. But that's my Christmas flower. And then with these little strands that I put on right at the very start, I can cut them down. There's my strands. See? That's what it looks like. Now, while you're looking at that, I'm just going to get a little something out for the front of this. I think I've got an idea. Angie Paisley gave me some of this as well. It's a bit of a gorgeous dangle. And what I was just thinking was to put a little bit just by there. Just on that edge. And then it can go all the way around the back then. So this is sort of gold, yellow gold. And because I've got nothing on the back, it'll it won't take away from what I've done on the front, because I've got something going on in the back too. And I believe Ange Paisy had this from a scarf, I think. And we'll do a little bit on the edge here, and then cut it. Just like so. So it's like that. Can you see? And I'm going to stick a little bit of trim there, and then I'm nearly finished. Very pretty, gorgeous. Yes, a pearl, very gorgeous, gorgeous. Wow, brilliant, looking lovely. Great idea with the baubles dangling. Thank you, Sonja. Thank you, everybody. They are perfect Christmas dangles. What a great idea, Colette. Thank you, Polly. Right, so I'm going to stick a bit of flat back, I think. This is quite, or shall I stick? Ooh, now I think I know. Let me see. This is my drawer. Let me move this out of the way. This is my drawer of pearls. Got some of this. I'm just wondering, let me get this stock in. Because it's quite, the stocking's big, I don't know whether that, the first flat back that I had out, like this, if I cut the, if I only do 2, I don't know whether that would get lost. Let me just cut this down, see. Oh, you are, there's 2 here, look. Yeah, I think that would just finish off nicely, that flat back. So let me just put that there and that there. And yes, from scarf, I cut it up, made one of the flowers. Yes, you did. The flowers that I had for that I did on the giveaway. Oh, Lynn, by the way, if you're still watching, your parcel has been posted. Should be with you any day now. I had to go by parcel force because it's so heavy. But I hope you enjoy. Right, so that there, and then that there, like so. Turn it over, and I think, yeah, just got about enough to do on the other side. Wow, the wind's really strong. It's picking up badly now. I'm going to stick this little, that, like so. And then, because I just want a little something on this, on the toe, I'm going to use some of the gold trim that I used right at the very start. Just to sort of give this little toe a bit of a shape. No, Chris said you didn't just swear then, did ya? Right, so I'm gonna go just like that, I think. Trying to think if it goes that way. No, if it goes, nope, that's not working either. Let me see if I've got something in my book. Gonna make that too. Love it. I'm glad you've all enjoyed it. I've enjoyed doing it tonight, I must admit. And it's one of those projects that could stick some ribbon flowers there that I made the other day. Or, now this is gold. Ah, this is gold. That's what I'll do. See, never give up. So, I bought this off Esme's shop. Oh gosh, what's she called? Crafty Me Shop. She's on Facebook, and I just want to give this toe a bit of shape. So I'm going to cut into this. This is an Italian made applique. So I'm just going to give it 2 petals, I think. There, that's better. Not all of it. Shall I go over the edge? Well, if I cut the other side, so what we got, I can make the two sides up. So I'm going to turn this over, and I'm going to go that way, I think. Yeah, with these stockings, you can add names. You can add photos, you can even add pockets to them. You sort of, sky's your limits on these. Yes, 2 looks good. Because your sky's your limits, you can sort of add anything you really want to add. I'm just going to cut this down. And then all I'm going to do with this, I've got the other side to sort of stick on my is, you know, that flat back trim that I was going to stick on originally before I had a brainwave. Just going to stick some on the edge of my stocking. So I'm going to go all the way round. Just sticking this flat back pearl on, and there. And because this is red velvet, that's what it is, not satin. Velvet, that's what it is. That's what fabric it is. You would remember, Mama just went black and blank right at the very start. Now I might not have to put it on the other side because I've gone in dead in the centre again with this trim, because I don't think I have some trim. Let me have a look, see if I've got any more. And if you've watched right till the end, I'm going to make one. Yes, I have. Yes, I have. I've got some more. Thought I didn't. So let's start here. Go up a bit. Oh, this is smaller, but I'm not bothered because it'll all adds to it. If you've watched this right to the end and you're interested on, I'm going to give this away tonight, because I'm going to get back into the swing of doing more lives on YouTube, and I think you've all inspired me by asking when am I next doing a live show. So if you've watched right to the end and you'd like this stocking to hang on your Christmas tree or around your fire this year, then just type the word Christmas and I will write all the names down in a second once I've cut that down, and I will give this away to somebody. I'm going to put some pearls in there, so let me call Christopher. Chris, can we have some pearls please? So just write the word Christmas if you would like this little stocking hanging in your little tree or around your fireplace. So I can see Dawn, Debbie. I need a pen. Pen. Oh god, oh, I've lost the pen. Bear with me guys, I'm going to get paper. got pen and paper. Right, okay, so Debbie. Dawn. Marie. Sharon. Angie Brown. Deanna. B. Ava. Shirley. That's such a sweet thing to say, and I'm quite a long way from your storm, but we are getting bad winds on the black skies here. Thank you for thinking of us. Sweet thing to say was for Andrew. Oh, anybody else? So I've got Debbie, Dawn Marie, Sharon, Andrew Brown, Deanna, Ava, and Shirley. Does anybody else want to be put their name in the hat to receive this to hang? You can either hang it, the hang is there. You can either hang it on your fireplace, or you can use it as a stocking and say, I'd like this fill, please. So it's totally up to you what you want. But your sky is your limit when you make things like this. You could do like little pictures on the front. I've bought these little bags. Now what you could do if you made one, I'm going to give everybody a few more minutes in case somebody's typing the word Christmas. Nobody's left out either this time because nobody's won twice. I just wanted to clarify in case somebody's thinking, oh, have I won twice? Anybody's welcomed for the giveaway. So what you could do is make a little pocket. You could get these like little organza bags, and you could put something like, I don't know, a piece of jewellery or a pair of earrings or something in this little organza bag. You've created a little pocket. You can create your pocket out of fabric or lace, anything, and then you can slip your little organza bag in. You can fill the stocking up as well as this little bag, so you've sort of got two in one. So that gives you another idea. But if anybody gives this, I'm going to put some pearls. I can't reach them at the minute, but when I do, I'll put 3 pearls, one, of course, one in each flower. And whoever receives it will have the pearls. But you can hang it. And if you've made your own Christmas stocking, if I've inspired you to make one, or you've made one before in the past, I would love to see them. I really would. And it'll be an honour for me to see your stockings. Or if you haven't had a go at making these flowers and you want to give these flowers a go, then let me know, because they're so easy to create. I'm just making sure the pearls are stuck down. They're so easy to create, and they look so full without you having to do hardly anything. I mean, I used some lace for our base, but apart from that, it's mainly made out of ribbon. And of course, our 3 little dangles that we put on. So I'm going to cut these names out. I think I've got everybody's names now. Like I say, you could put pictures on them, you could do anything. But I just wanted to thank you all for watching tonight. I will be doing live once a week on YouTube now at 7 o'clock on a Monday evening. So next Monday I'll do a project at 7 o'clock, and we're going to be back doing my lives on YouTube. Now everything's sort of, because there was a lot of Chris's family, there was a lot of things going on there. I can't really say on film, but that's all settled now. We actually had to go up to Birmingham at one point during this month, but it's all settled, so I can get back to doing YouTube. So let me get my hat, my famous hat that goes everywhere with me. Right, so I'm going to write these names in as I go. Shirley. Ava. Chris is going to come and release the winner. Deanna. Angie Brown. Angie Paisley, did you... I haven't left you out, have I? So good luck. I wondered whether I'd left you out. Sharon. Dawn. And Debbie. That's all the names I've got. I haven't missed nobody out. So those are the names I've got. While I'm waiting for Chris to come, where's my pen gone? There. Just write. I'm going to write my email address down. So the winner, can you email me? And then I will email you back and find out what your address is. I'm just writing it down quickly. Okay. So Chris, can you come and release the winner? Right, okay. Good luck, everybody.
I've got nothing on my hands, I've got gluey hands, so I'm on it.
Doing miniatures. What do you think of the stocking?
It's beautiful. That one.
This one?
I don't know whether there's two there.
No, there's one.
Just one?
There's one. I'm going to put the winner just there to keep you all in suspense. And I'm going to release the names that were in the hat, okay? So, unfortunately, Shirley, my darling, you didn't win this time. Sharon, you didn't win this time. But thank you for taking part and watching, ladies. Deanna, thank you for taking part and watching. Ava, thank you for taking part and watching. Angie Brown, thank you for taking part and watching. Debbie, thank you for taking part and watching. And I'm sure the lady who I haven't said is going to go, it's me, it's me, it's me, it's me. So, Dawn Marie, you have won the stocking. Congratulations, Dawn. I don't think you've ever won a giveaway off me. I don't think you did have. I might be wrong. I don't think you have. But you have won this. I also bought today to go with this. Let me quickly show you. Is it this one? I also bought, because I knew I was doing something Christmassy, I also bought this to go with this stocking. So you could, if you didn't want to make a fabric stocking, you could make a paper stocking. And all it is, it's just Christmas paper. So if you didn't want to have a go at making a fabric stocking, you basically cut your shape out like I did, and you make a paper one. Obviously you just glue the two sides of your paper and you decorate your paper. So if you didn't want to make a fabric, you could make a paper, and I'm going to post that as well as the stocking to you, my darling. So thank you for taking part. Thank you to everybody that watched. I absolutely love that flower. I love making these types of flowers. They always look so full than what I've actually used it for. This is my email address, Dawn. So if you email me, and then I can have your email address to post it over to you. I'll let you know once it's been posted. And then that way, then you won't be, you won't be sitting on the edge of your seat when wondering when it's going to come. So I'll always let you know when I've posted stuff. So congratulations, Dawn. Thank you for everybody that watched tonight. Like I say, I'm going to be back doing my lives now once a week. So that'll be on a Monday night at 7 o'clock in the evening. So thank you everybody that watched tonight. And I will speak to you all Well done, Dawn. Congratulations. I will speak to you all next Monday, 7 o'clock UK time. And I will, no star, I'll speak to you all then. Take care, everybody. And, yeah, take care in the high winds. I hope everybody keeps safe tonight. Bye for now.